Alright guys, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. And today I'm on my way to do a couple of mobile services. And I decided to take some time on my way there to kind of rant about a topic that I've already spoken about, and many other, how should I call this, well-known automotive repair professionals in the industry have already talked about, and that is diagnostics and getting paid for diagnostics. That's a topic that I'm very anal about, because I don't know what it is. People here, they feel that they don't need to, or they shouldn't pay for that if they do the work with you, and that's just not true, because that's billable time. And a lot of leading experts agree that you need to get paid for that time. That should be your most expensive item on the menu. And I'm gonna go ahead and quote a couple other well-known technicians on YouTube, technicians such as Scannerdanner, and I saw a podcast the other day with Super Mario Diagnostics, Oz Mechanics, and it was a podcast with Automotive Diagnostics podcast or something, and it was very, very interesting to hear their perspective on the automotive industry. And I think they did touch up on the diagnostic things and getting paid, compensated for your work. And I know Scannerdanner for a fact. I follow him, and I listen and watch just about all his videos, and he said it several times before. And again, they don't know I exist, but I truly agree with what they say. Scannerdanner says it's diagnostic. You got to get paid for your time. If you go to the doctor and all those tests they run on you, MRIs, X-rays, blood work, all that good stuff, they charge you for that. As professionals, the doctors charge you for all that diagnostic. So if they go through all that trouble, and this is the way I take it, if they go through all that trouble to do all that blood work and X-rays, MRIs, and all that, they find, oh, you have this situation, we got to go in for surgery. They go ahead and do the surgery. Do they waive all that other fees, all those MRIs, all those X-rays, all that blood work? Do they waive all that? No, they don't. I wish they did. I'm sure all of you can agree you wish they did. But no, and all that sums up to thousands of dollars in just tests. And even if they don't find anything, it's like Scannerdanner says, even if they don't find anything, do they just say, oh, you know what, we didn't find anything, it's cool, you don't have to pay us anything? No, you still get shafted with thousands of dollars in exams and MRIs and all that other mumbo jumbo that I can't even begin to comprehend. So why can't we as automotive professionals get paid for our diagnostic time? I always charge it. And especially when it's a first-time customer, I tell them up front, listen, I get paid for my time. And the question that always comes up is how much and how long it's gonna take and all this other mumbo jumbo. I don't know. Okay, diagnostic work is very unpredictable, and I'm gonna. The bulk of this video is probably going to be another clip from another video that I just recently started doing a repair, where I talk about that. And I think I've ranted enough on that video. I think I'm just going to edit that and add that part into this video just because. Or maybe I'll add it to that video and add it to this one. I'm not sure how I'm going to go doing that. But I definitely wanted to do something separate. And I've already done another video on diagnostic, and I did it both in English and in Spanish. But here we go again. So I just disagree with what the industry is doing, and we've kind of done it to ourselves, especially here in South Florida. Here in just in Hialeah alone, there's like a gazillion shops, and they all tend to try to do the same thing. Oh, if you do the work with us, we're not gonna charge you no diag, which is honestly a bunch of baloney, because you're gonna pay for it regardless. They're just gonna tack it onto the repair. They have to pay their mechanics, they gotta pay their techs, they gotta pay their employees, they gotta pay the lights, they gotta pay all the equipment. They have to. They just make you feel better that they say that, when in reality you're probably paying for it. Now, I'm not gonna say that's always the case. I'm sure there's always that one time where they truly don't charge you for diag. I've done it before, I'll be honest, I've done it before. Oh, it's something real quick, 5 minutes, a fuse, don't worry about it, you know, get me on the next one, you know. I've done that. We all want to help our customers, we all want to do what's right for the customer, but we have to get paid. So I'm gonna just go ahead and throw in that video because I talk about it, but I just wanted to, you know, start the video off with this introduction, and yeah, and see what you guys think. Please leave your comments below, and without further ado, let's just go ahead and roll with the clip. The troubleshooting portion of it is done. We're finished with that. Okay, we need new headlight assemblies and connectors. I'm going to go ahead and put that cover back. There's nothing else we need to dig in there. Okay, this is going to be an electrical issue because of corrosion on the connectors and other situations there. A lot of times, and I'm going to go ahead and, you know, kind of ramble on here a little bit about troubleshooting. A lot of times I get customers that they call me, they reach out and they say, I'm having this issue, what is it? One, I don't know. Okay, unless there's a common problem with a particular car, chances are I'm not gonna know. You're not gonna tell me, hey, my car's doing this, and I'm gonna tell you, oh yeah, go here, get there, boom, 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 and that's gonna fix the problem. No, it takes time. It takes diagnostic techniques to get to the problem, to the root cause of the problem. Another thing is, okay, bring it here, let's troubleshoot. How much? Okay, how much is it gonna cost for me to figure this out? That question there is hard to answer, because diagnostics is very unpredictable. We don't know which way it's gonna go. See, we were able to resolve this relatively quick using techniques that we have learned throughout the years. Experience has a lot to do with this. Okay, so when they call me and ask me that, I said, listen, my troubleshooting starts at this, and it can very well go beyond this, just FYI. And a lot of people don't like hearing that, and it's not that I'm trying to be difficult or that I want you to give me a blank check or anything like that, and I know that's why people don't like to hear that, and it's understandable. I do understand that part, because people want to know exactly what it is that is going to cost to get their vehicles up and running. That is understandable, and I expect people to think that way. But please, if you're a DIY or somebody that's just in the channel looking for some information how to troubleshoot, or you have a similar situation as this, maybe you've already talked to a shop and they've given you a similar answer, we're not trying to, or at least I would hope, you know, at least in my position, I'm not trying to rip you off. It's just I can't give you a definite answer because I don't know what I'm going to run into. I honestly don't know, and it's going to take time for me to get to that point to figure out what you need, and I want to get compensated for that time. Because if you don't want to do the repair, how am I going to get paid for those 2, 3, 4, 5 hours that I've invested in your vehicle? I want to get paid for that, because I guarantee that if you go to work tomorrow and your boss tells you, hey, you're gonna work for the first 3, 4, 5 hours for free, I know what your answer is gonna be. You're gonna pick up all your little toys, you're gonna pack up, and you're gonna go home. okay? So please, guys, don't go to another business, another shop, another technician, another employee, and expect them to do the same thing. It's unreasonable. It's unreasonable for somebody to completely rip you off too. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to put myself on both sides of the fence here. But as a technician that has been doing this for years I've been doing this, I can tell you that no two diagnostic situations are the same. We can have two cars with the same symptoms and be two different things. Same car, same symptom, two different things. And it takes time to get to that point, you know. And that's what's wrong with the industry nowadays, that they don't know, the customers don't want to pay diagnostic fees because they feel they shouldn't. And I've done videos on this before. They don't want to pay, and they want to be told what the problem is, not pay for it. That's unreasonable. That's not right. We have to make money too. We have our family to feed. All these little gadgets that you see me whipping out every now and then, all of this costs money. All of this costs money. We need to get compensated for our time and our experience. So that's just a quick little rant rave there. And I've talked about this before, and that's why I'm very cutthroat with my diagnostics, because that's where the money is. Anybody can change a part, anybody can throw an alternator, anybody can throw a starter, anybody can change a fuse, anybody can fix that, anybody can cut that wire and put a little thing in, but knowing that's what you need to do, that's where the money, knowing that connector's burnt, melted, that's where the money is. And we as technicians, as professionals, we have to get compensated for that. So I'll get off, I won't beat that horse anymore. I apologize. This is already resolved. All right, so there you have it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I will love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I do read your comments, and I try to reply to all of them where applicable. And I would truly like to know what you guys think about this whole topic. And again, I hope this video reaches those professionals, those leading experts in the industry, and I would love to get feedback from you guys as well. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you have what are your methods for getting paid? What do you tell the customer up front? Is it a first-time customer? Are you a little more strict? Are you lenient with customers that are been around your shop for a long time? I know I tend to treat those different because they already know how I operate. They already know what to expect from me, so I really don't have to worry about returning customers that much. It's the first-time customers, the ones that worry me. And I just recently had an experience where a mechanic that's in the area, he calls me and said, hey, I got this neighbor. The mechanic was recently operated, by the way, so he can't really do a lot of work. So he said, hey, I got this customer, he's got a misfire in his Explorer. He wants to know if he could take it to you so you can check it out, see what's wrong. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Make sure he knows that I'm gonna charge him for that. And when I said that, he had me on speaker. My friend tells me later on, you know, we spoke separately. He said that when I said that, his eyes opened up like, wow, what do you mean he's charging me for that? He's charging how much for that? How long is that gonna take? And he decided, and again, these are all personal experiences, he decided that he was gonna drop the tank. Again, this is all information that I received after the fact. He's gonna drop the tank, check the fuel filter, check the pump, do this, do that. And this is like a 60, 70-year-old dude going through all this trouble just because he doesn't want to pay diagnostics. And he's like, oh, in Cuba I used to do this 100 times a day and this and that. Typical. and my guy was like, hey, you know, in Cuba you were 20, 30 years old, man. You're you know. But they still have that mentality. And again, I'm not trying to criticize anybody, but it really upsets me, people that think that way. Because I know for a fact that if that dude goes to work tomorrow, I don't know if he's retired or not, but I know for a fact if he goes to work and his boss tells him, oh, you got to work for free 3 or 4 hours, he's going to be the first one to tell the dude to go pound sand. But then he wants to come and do that to me. You know, and I even talked to him personally, and I told him the same thing. Hey, listen, you got to pay for my diagnostic time. And if it goes over a certain amount of time, then I'm going to have to charge you some more until we find the root cause of your problem. He didn't want to do it. He never showed up. He never called back. He didn't want to do it. He went in, did a tune-up, struggled. My neighbor, not my neighbor, but my friend told me that he went through a hard time changing spark plugs. Didn't even change the wires, just changed spark plugs. Dropped the tank, broke some fuel lines because he didn't have the tools to do it. I don't know what he ended up doing, but all I know is that guy better not call me back, because I'm gonna tell him, hey, I'm not the guy for you. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not your guy. And you know, I've had experience, not many thankfully, but I do run into that where people just don't want to pay for my friend even told me, no, he even said no, he just wants a mechanic to tell him what it is and that's it. That doesn't exist. Nobody's gonna tell him what it is and that's it. I mean, he may find somebody that just wants to be helpful. I mean, I even at first asked, you know, did he do the spark plugs? Did he do the wires? Does he have a bad coil? You know, at least give him a clue, some breadcrumbs. Because I don't know, I haven't checked it. I'm just throwing the obvious out there. No, he went for the hardest thing, dropping a tank. You never start that way. If you're gonna throw rocks, let's start with the easiest stuff. But no, just because he didn't want to pay diagnostic time, he went through all that. You know, so it is what it is. And I've had 2 or 3 of customers like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up with this rant. And again, I really want to know what you guys think about diagnostics. You know, should we get paid? Should we not? If you're a customer, a DIYer, what's going on here with this? Okay, let's go around. He just wants to stop there for pick up a bumper on the. Welcome to South Florida. Now I got derailed. Yeah, just leave me a comment. I want to know what all you guys think. You know, and your tactics for getting paid for your time. I truly want to know about that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude with this video. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for all the support as always. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and support the channel. And please get paid for your time. You are worth, the worker is worth his wages. That's what the scriptures say. The worker is worth his wages. So please get paid, support the family, support your business, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching. Till the next video, ciao.